Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me is the lovely band Cooper, Hayes, Chris, and Gary are joining me today from the band. Hey, guys, how's it going today?
Okay, evening. How you doing?
Doing pretty good myself. So kind of tell us a little bit on how you guys started your band and started doing music.
Gary, you can answer that one.
Yeah, I was in country bands for years. We were looking for a guitar player in the band I was in. Chris was recommended by the guy that was decking for us at the time. And that was, what year was that, Chris? You're better at this than me.
1997.
Yes, that was 97. And we, on and off, played together ever since.
That's awesome, for sure. How long have you guys been a band for?
Well, we rejoined as a duo in about 2000, and worked the circuit in the UK, mainly doing covers for a long while. And then a couple of years ago, we had the opportunity to record with some guys in Nashville, which we did, and that was kind of where the original thing came from, and the album that we sent tracks to you from.
Awesome, for sure. If you guys could duet with any singer, who would it be and why?
That's a big question. Big fan of Ronnie Dunn. Big fan of Ronnie Dunn. So that would be my big one. What's yours, Chris?
Don Henley.
Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, we like to think that we could help progress country music in the UK brand of country music. It's difficult to say where that will lead, frankly. But with the help of guys like you, we're hoping, fingers crossed and all that.
Absolutely, for sure. Do you have someone or something, or both of you, in fact, have something or someone that inspired you to start writing your music and singing?
I'm a big Steve Earle fan in terms of writing. I've always loved the way that he develops. If you can't get into the lyric of a song, there's always a great hook or melody that you can get into. So for me, that was a big inspiration.
Absolutely, for sure. What about you, Chris?
Well, I'm more of a I'm not a lyricist particularly, so I tend to listen more to the music that's going on, and and try and work out what's making it tick. So that's my main contribution really to the writing process, is to sort of add in stuff that perhaps might be missing or change things slightly, and just a bit of instrumentation. So, and that just builds the songs up. So I basically take the ideas that Gary formulates and then just try and build on them. I think that's just how it's evolved over the last little while, Gazza, isn't
it? Absolutely, for sure. Do you guys have any hobbies or interests outside of music?
Yeah, I mean, I was heavily involved in sport for a number of years. Played pro soccer for a little while. So yeah, I keep an eye on sports in general.
Absolutely, for sure. Where can people find you guys on social media?
We have obviously a Twitter page and a Facebook page at Cooper Hayes Official. Our website is offline at the moment, but we hope that that'll be back up relatively soon. So
that's good.
That will be a big opportunity.
Yeah. Is your website going through some construction or something right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
We took it down for that, yeah.
Gotcha. What is the best piece of advice another musician has given you guys?
That's an interesting question. Wow. Going back over quite a number of years, really, Gary, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that always stands in my mind was when I went professional as a musician. Somebody said to me that was a long-standing pro musician, it's easy enough to call yourself a professional, but harder to act like one. And I kind of took that on board, really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know for myself really. I think it was probably more as a singer. I think people, I used to watch a lot of people singing and again and try and work out what they were doing, and then just take advice from them on, how best to put that into practice really. And as a guitar player and musician, those, I can't think of anything specific, but it was just watch and see what was happening.
Absolutely, for sure. What is some advice that you would give to another musician that was inspired to do music?
For me, it would be just be yourself. Don't let people force you down an avenue that's not comfortable. Country music's always been our thing. There have been many times when that's not been the thing to do in my life, but in terms of other people that I've been around, but that's not stopped me from going down that channel. And also, then within country music, there are such a huge number of variables. You've got so many genres within the genre, and people sort of try to push you down one or another of the routes, but it's just be yourself.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah,
Chris, what would you say?
I would second that. It's if you've got a vision of how you want things to be, and the sort of music you want to play, there's room for everything, and somebody trying to force you to play things that isn't you can't do that. If you want to go a particular direction, that's what you do.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any new singles or any upcoming projects that we can look forward to?
We are currently writing a new album. We've been in touch with our stuff is produced by Tommy Harden, who is who people know as the drummer for Reba McEntire for a number of years. He is keen to get going on a new project, and so we've started writing songs for that. We're probably up to about 8 or 9 for that. We for every album of 10 songs, you're probably going to put together maybe 20 and come out the pick of the bunch with that. So that's where we're going at the moment. So we're expecting probably to get some recording of that done potentially.
Absolutely, for sure.
Next year.
What strengths do you guys have that make you a good musician?
I think that's for other people. That's for other people to decide.
Listeners, give them a thing on there. Let them know how they do. What qualities do they have? There you go.
I would say professionalism, probably. As Gary alluded to earlier, you've got to be professional. You can have fun with it, but you've got to be professional.
Right. Absolutely, for sure. What made you want to become a musician?
I have no idea what did that. My dad made a guitar when I was about 4 years old, and I picked it up and started playing it, and it's just been in the blood ever since. And Chris had a similar story. I think your dad played, didn't he, Chris?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and then I remember hearing the Flash Gordon album by Queen, and just all these noises. As a 5-year-old, they sounded like a spaceship to me. It was fascinating. That's what got me going.
Absolutely, for sure. Where is one of your favorite places that you perform for? If you've done any in-person performances.
That's hard one as well, isn't it? I mean, I did. There used to be a great festival in the UK called the Americana Festival. That was mainly country music based, but around that there were American car shows and rock and roll shows, and there was even a glam rock stage as well. That was a fabulous experience, and the guy that ran that, sadly his wife recently died, and he's thinking of putting on some tribute festivals, similar types of festivals along those lines. So it'd be nice to be involved in those, I think, going forward.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, for sure. Have you guys had the privilege, or have you had the chance to mentor or train another musician? And if so, describe to me what you've done to help them.
I found out that I had accidentally done that when a friend of mine from a previous band died quite recently, and his son explained to me that I can't remember, it was so long ago, but apparently I taught him his initial chords on the guitar. He followed us around everywhere at the time and was kind of taken in by what we were doing, and now has his own band. And I didn't realise what an influence I'd been on that, really. But it took, when I went to see them live, the guy was using even some of the stock phrases that I used to use in gigs. So clearly he did take some of the stuff on board.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that I forgot that you'd like to share with us today, guys?
Not really. I think we'd like to thank you for having us on, and you know, it's great that somebody. I know life's a little bit different in America with country music and everything, but I think it's great that somebody of your age is so heavily involved. And I wish that was more the case in the UK, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, but thanks for having us on, and thanks for listening to our music, and you know, we're looking forward to sending you the new stuff once it's available.
And play
Absolutely,
it as often
for
as
sure.
you can. Play it as often as you can.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to say a huge thank you to Cooper Hayes for joining us right here on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate you guys' time, Chris and Gary.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.